Hey ho, humanoids, I'm Andrew Klavan. I'm here with Bill Whittle, the man SEAL Team 6 turned away for being too manly. That's a true story. Welcome to another episode of us answering your questions. Become a PJTV subscriber or Facebook fan if you'd like. Your question considered and join the discussion below. Bill, PJTV member Dadman writes, the Fourth Amendment says, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. What does this amendment protect if one is compelled to spill their guts to some agent of the state in order to get on public transportation? What do you think of that?
I really hate questions like this because I know where they're coming from, and philosophically I agree with them, and I don't want to be put in a position of weaseling out on fundamental rights, especially rights that are enshrined in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So I get it. I get exactly what this guy is saying. First of all, I think you can make a distinction between the sanctity of your home and being out in public. That's the first difference, right? You cannot just burst into somebody's home without a search warrant. Those rights are still fairly well protected today, and you could even add that they may be better protected today than they ever have been in the past because of, all of the judges having you mistake a letter on the search warrant and the case is thrown out of court. That wasn't always the case. Right. So I think your right to be protected against unreasonable search and seizure at home is still great. But obviously what he's talking about is the TSA at an airport, to which I would have to reply that you do not have a right in the Constitution to travel through the stratosphere at 550 miles an hour. The damage that one person can do to everybody else who's made a selection to become those people is really, really, well, fatal, obviously. I am not comfortable with letting anybody get on an airplane in order to protect people's Fourth Amendment rights. I'm just not, and I don't think it's an unreasonable search. That's really the term, Founders were very careful in what they said. Every single word they parsed to the end of time. And they said unreasonable. I think it says unreasonable search. If you were about to get on a vehicle with 300 other people and you're going to go 8 miles in the sky at the speed of a musket ball, then searching people who are about to do that to prevent them from killing everybody else, I don't think is unreasonable. And I'll say a final thing. We don't accuse an actor of lying to us when he plays a role because we are advised in advance that this is going to be a lie, right? A lie is told to somebody who doesn't know it's coming. When you decide to travel by jet aircraft, you know in advance that there's going to be search on the other end. And I think that adds to the overall reasonableness of this. I don't like it, but I get his point, but I think it's necessary.
Yes, and like you, I mean, I have a lot of sympathy with Dadman. I understand where he's coming from. Getting on a plane now feels to me like going to prison. Yep. I mean, it's just become a horrible experience. And I used to like to fly. It's now, I just can't stand it. And I do feel the encroaching state there. And I worry very much that what's happening is going to acclimate us to fascism the way the frog becomes acclimated to the boiling water when the temperature rises slowly. But that said, you're absolutely right. It's not a right to fly on a plane. The dangerous situation we're in is truly dangerous and has to be taken into account. And I just think that this is something we're going to have to deal with for now, although we can demand, we can and should demand that they do this in the smartest, most unobtrusive way possible.
If we would profile flight passengers, we wouldn't have to be searching 4-year-old girls, and I'm with you on that. Yeah. But I do want to stress, I think the fundamental difference with the TSA is you are voluntarily going to a situation where you know that's going to happen. I don't consider that as invasive as what the Fourth Amendment was originally protected to pretend, which was the British soldiers grabbing guys off the street, patting them down, or bursting into their houses.
Absolutely. All right, that's all we have time for. Let us know what questions you'd like answered next time. Leave your questions in the comments section down below. For Bill Whittle and PJTV, I'm Andrew Klavan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.